How about you? Just kind of last year, not good health-wise, and
yeah, it was tough, man. Just because I felt like I had a really good camp, and when it goes away that easily, it's kind of a humbling experience, just because you can see how easily it can be taken away just in an instant like that. And so, I had a whole year to think about it. Came out in the spring, tried not to think about getting hurt or think about my hamstring, but it just feels good to be back and back in the rotation with the guys I've been playing with, and I'm excited. I can't wait for the season to start.
Did I read correctly that even though you missed all of last year, you're still among the career leaders?
Yeah, I think so. I got to play as a freshman, sophomore, and junior. So, yeah, I think I could get up there on the record board this year if I can stay healthy, hopefully. But
Talk a little bit about the relationship you have with your roommate, Brian, the quarterback. Y'all have lived together for a while now. Y'all have been inseparable for 5 years. Talk a little bit about him and living with him and playing with him.
Well, let's see. I met Brian my senior year in high school. We both played in the All-Star game together. And, we talked about both going to Southeastern. And when we got here, he was behind Trey Willie, so he redshirted, and I got to play a little bit. So at that point, it was kind of, he was doing the freshman thing, redshirt thing, and I was kind of having to be a little more serious. So we've kind of grown into a relationship as far as football goes. We've always been, best friends, do everything together. But now, instead of talking about, what we're doing on the weekends, we find ourselves at the house talking about plays and, going out in the yard and throwing. And I think that's going to ultimately help us too, as far as chemistry and timing goes. And in this league, that's what it takes, to be a big-time receiver and quarterback. So over the past 5 years, we built up chemistry that I don't think a lot of people in this league have, and I'm excited to show it, finally for the first time in a while. So I can't wait.
Coach is obviously slightly upset about the whole preseason ranking. I guess. What do you think of that?
It's tough to say really right now what they base their decision on, just because we hadn't had a winning season yet, and we are new in the conference still. But it is, like you said, a slap in the face, when Brian does have a season like he did last year, and we came so close to being a great team. It just feels really disrespectful, and I guess all we can really do is hold that above our heads and show them, come the Texas State game, which are ranked #1, so it's going to be a good test for us. And I think if we win that game, it's going to really turn everybody's heads and show that we can contend in this league. So.
This offseason, you and Brian both got to work out with Brett Favre. Y'all went up to Hattiesburg. Y'all had several days with him. Talk about what it's like in the offseason and what you learned from him.
Well, that was an unbelievable week for us, actually. We got to go to the Manning camp in Thibodaux and throw with 2 Super Bowl winners there. We threw with Sam Bradford, who was a Heisman Trophy winner. Colt McCoy was a runner-up in the Heisman. And turn around right the next couple of days and go to Hattiesburg and throw a Favre. And that was probably the favorite experience I had this summer, just because it wasn't, a playing deal. He was out there just throwing just like all the high school kids were, and he was just one of the guys out there. He knew all those high school kids by name. By the end of the day, he knew me and Brian by name. He had nicknames for us. He's a real laid-back guy, real easy to connect with, and it was tough for us, lay off asking him questions about coming back and stuff like that. But he told us both. He told us Brian had a great arm. Brian made some great throws, and I had a pretty good day except for one ball that got away from me. But at the end of the day, he told us to just keep working, and we both got a chance to do great things. So that was an unbelievable experience to throw with one of the best, and then have him compliment us at the end of the day. So that was awesome.
What were your nicknames?
Oh, well, let's see.
Of course I'm gonna ask.
My nickname was, the one ball that got away from me actually caught me in the eye, and it started swelling a little bit. So he called me One Eye the rest of the day, which was fine by me. I actually wanted to turn even more black so that I could go around town. People would say, "Hey, what happened to your eye?" "Oh, Brett Favre, got me in the eye." But yeah, that was awesome. Just he'd cut up with us and joke with us, and it wasn't like a routine thing. Nothing against the Manning camp, but that was more of a routine playing deal. And they had a schedule to follow. Favre was out there cutting jokes with us.